So I've been getting a lot of questions and comments and messages about where do I get my ideas? Where do I come up with the things that I come up with for the channel? And there's no one umbrella answer for it, but it got me thinking about it because I want to help you guys. And I realize it's a way you interact with your environment. It's everything around you. You see, it's a way of seeing, really. It's not one thing. I could just look at my environment and get inspired by that. So for example, I'll see anything, something like the back of my expired roadkill harvesting license or something. There's designs on the back there, or even the funny faces that roadkill make, or something like that. Just something in my environment, or like even smells. Sometimes smells will inspire me, and I'll just smell, a truck bed full of roadkill or something like that, and just the smell. It'll be an idea, and I'll just start playing with that idea in my head, just like, I don't know where it's gonna take me, but I just trust it. I trust the idea. Things like touch. Something like a touch, like the feeling of paint gliding across wood as I paint a sign to advertise for my pop-up roadkill shop. Things like even touch is an idea or an element of the universe that you can just play with and incorporate into your creative practice. Even bad things sometimes, it doesn't have to be good. Dirty looks from strangers, or people vomiting around you could be beautiful in a way, or full of meaning, or people telling you to get your roadkill shop out of their town, stuff that in your normal daily life you might be offended by or might hurt you. I turn that into art. I turn that into my creative practice. Could be anything. Could be the one guy who seems interested in my roadkill business, or it could be, a little contract that I draw up trying to get him involved in my roadkill business. Something like that. Something the little psychological nuances of humanity, the way someone hesitates before their first bite of roadkill, you know what I mean? Like little banal things like that, the front desk, the way the front desk at a hospital greets you when you come in. So much there. The cold hand of a deceased business partner, that feeling will just erupt in you creatively, or a child approaching you and asking, where's my daddy? Where is my daddy? This is not highfalutin, Soho, boho, financial district, Hamptonian, postmodern. This is life. This is the world happening in front of you right now. It could be the solemn baritone of a preacher at a funeral, or the hot tears of a widow. Or it could be the way she incredulously reads and rereads a business contract which legally nullifies her late husband's will and transfers his entire estate to you. These are the things that I get inspiration from in my life. It could be something as simple as a excruciatingly protracted legal battle over a dead man's fortune, or even things you just hear in your environment. Like a voicemail begging for mercy, or nightly voicemails begging for mercy, or even like the funny little beeps on your new smart fridge or something. That if I hear that in my environment, I immediately get to work. I feel like that's something I can really draw inspiration from. Even tragic, morose, absurd scenes of life can be inspiration. A child and his mother living in a pile of garbage, or the way they fly into a fury when I offer them a piece of roadkill. You get the point, okay? I'm trying to say everything is inspiration, okay? You shouldn't be excluding anything in this world from what you're willing to turn into your art and what you're willing to see as beautiful. Chances are your next masterpiece is like right under your nose. So that's where I get my inspiration from.